Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Yeah, what's going on? Happy Fat Tuesday. We're celebrating cracking a couple beers here. Day to blow it all out before you get serious tomorrow with Lent that's going to be going on.
I mean, I'm technically already supposed to be rebuilding Bird.
Yes, right. Well, you know, you had the misfortune of trying to start things off before you got through Fat Tuesday.
Breaking down Bird is really what it is.
Having a hard time getting back on that horse?
I am having a tough time. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it is. That's always, anytime it has to do with diet and exercise, it's just kind of getting back in the groove. And that's it. You got to find that groove.
Well, I'm trying to get in shape for this wedding because I'm going to be a big part of the wedding, and I would like to fit in this suit because I tried it on the other day and it was a little tight.
Yeah,
I need to lose weight.
You do? Okay.
For this wedding. But I also know that the wedding, I still have some time to...
It's the beginning of April.
Yes. I drop weight very quickly.
Yeah. How long do you think you need? How many weeks?
To get in wedding shape, to fit into that outfit,
Yeah.
I legit would need 4 weeks.
Okay.
4 solid weeks of really Bird going balls out.
Yeah, so you've got 1 week of cushion
I do.
to play with, and you know that.
I do.
You know you don't have to be serious yet.
I have cut out a lot of stuff,
Yeah.
but obviously I'm drinking beer, and I'm fucking around on my diet. I shouldn't be going this hard.
I hear you. Yeah.
But you're right, though. I know subconsciously, or just I just know I got a little bit of time to fuck around.
It's just a mind frame. It's where you got to be mentally. It's not easy.
And then your Braveheart speech today about how it's Fat Tuesday.
It is Fat Tuesday. Yeah.
I mean, you made a motherfucker want to eat.
Yeah, you're ready to go for it, huh?
I'm ready to get nasty today for one final ride.
And then tomorrow gets boring.
Tomorrow gets boring.
Yeah.
I'm back tomorrow.
You're back.
I'm back, baby.
When's the last time you were there? So you say you're going back.
Well, you saw me a couple years ago or a year and a half ago. I did.
Wasn't that, yeah, I mean, when you did the treadmill, the naked treadmill, you were very lean.
Yeah.
Very lean on that. How long ago was that? I'm trying to remember when we did that.
6-8 months ago. I gained a lot of weight. And I gained a lot of weight in the last year. Not a lot of weight. I mean, I'm not trying to get super skinny. I just want to not...
So was that a year ago? If I remember right, it seemed like it was in swampy season. I just can't remember when it was.
It was less than a year ago. It's like 6 or 7 months ago.
Okay, yeah.
And I was starting to gain weight then.
Were you? Okay, because
Yeah.
you were pretty lean on that one, I remember. In fact, you're getting to the point where you go from... where people are like, oh, you look sick, Bird, eat a sandwich. And you were kind of getting to that level.
I either look sickly or I look portly. I can't fucking find that medium porridge.
That middle, yeah. It's, with the poison you play with, it's tough.
It is.
Because you got a pack on the pounds pretty quick kind of diet going on.
Would you say I'm the equivalent in the snack world? And I mean, no disrespect to anybody who struggled with crack, but would you say when it comes to my junk food, I'm at a crack addict level of what I do?
Well,
in a junk food realm?
Your pole is very tight for you. Yeah, your pole is tough. So it really it sucks you on. I think some people are just predisposed, and especially if you grew up with it. Like some people, there's just your biological wiring can make you predisposed, and then if you grew up in a family where that's what you knew, then that's where it's tough to beat. So if your whole life you're just used to snack foods and this is it, that's tougher to break.
I mean, it was an event when my mom and Ann would come back from the grocery store.
Yeah, you saw
we got zebra cakes. I mean, it was a big deal. My mom was the one that really introduced me to the 3-liter of soda.
Yes, because 2 wasn't enough.
It just wasn't
You discovered it wasn't enough to have just that little bit of soda. You needed more.
But the excitement, my friend. Oh.
Yeah.
When it was a Thursday night or a Friday night and they were coming back from the grocery store, holy shit.
So your childhood joy was based off of those thrilling food moments, and you still live by that.
But was your family like that too? Because you said you struggled with weight.
Yeah, no. The only thing that happened for me, one, I'm not genetically blessed. Is I have it really rough genetically. I can't mess around. I just, I am on the very end of, I could be obese. If I went for it, I think I could be very fat in 6 months. I could be obese easily in 8.
You can put on weight very quickly.
So easy. It would be so easy for me to get I could, in just 4 weeks, you could see me and you'd be shocked.
If you did my diet, like when
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
If you did that for a month, would we be?
If we both
noticeable?
ate the same stuff and went through it, people wouldn't even notice you, and they'd be like going, you ever seen somebody that's put on an alarming amount of weight and you haven't seen them for a little while, and you just don't even know, you're like shocked, and you don't know how to respond. You're kind of like reeling, you're like going, I hope I'm not wearing this shock on my face, because you're just like going, oh my gosh, what happened? That would be me. You would be like, whoa, what happened to Kev?
That's so funny. I remember I was in the Publix deli one time, and the guy in front of me, I didn't recognize who he was, but he was my ex-girlfriend's brother, and I had put on, this is probably the fattest I'd ever gotten in my life.
Yeah.
And I had put on a ton of weight. And he looks back, he goes, Jason, is that you? I'm like, hey, what's going on? He goes, damn, you got fat, man.
Yeah, that's tough.
He's like,
that guy's a dick.
He's like, unless you're lifting, are you lifting? I don't think you're lifting. You lifting a spoon?
That guy's a dick.
And I'm in the subline,
you don't say that.
and you've gained weight. You don't. I mean, you're not an idiot. Everyone knows when they've put on some pounds. So any kind of comment like that, you feel like everybody in Publix is looking at you.
Absolutely, yeah.
And they might have, because he was really fucking loud when he said that.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I was like, I was like, what a dick.
But some guys don't care. Some guys are like, yeah, I'm fat. Who cares? It doesn't really rock them. So he might have that mentality where, yeah, so what? You're a dude. You're fat. No big deal. So for some people, it's not anything at all.
Well, he was a bit of a cock.
Yeah, he sounds like he's a dick. I'm leaning on he sounds like a cock.
I could tell you stories.
Okay, so there's more to it. That alone maybe doesn't necessarily make him a cock, but he sounds like he probably is.
And his sister was dating somebody else, and he kept on going on how awesome the guy was.
Yeah, the guy's
it's
a
like,
cock.
Fuck this guy.
He's a cock. He's the kind of guy that backs in, right?
Oh, definitely. And then I ate 3 subs.
Yeah, I get it. So that's it. Let me see. I think we got some questions here that the audience would like to find out today. We'll definitely do what we can to sound off, get to that.
Let's get into it.
Some for all of us. Joey wanted to make a point here. We had the best of Del Rey poll that went off over the weekend. If you hadn't seen that, that might be on the E-Blast today. I'll have to see as we put that together. Later today. He said, Sail In is a local trash dive bar. Nothing special at all. No food. They give free shitty buffet some nights. It's not number one for Del Rey. Yeah, that was something where I think what happened with that was we initially didn't put it on the list for Del Rey because there's a lot of really legit, awesome places. I'd never even heard of it, to the credit. I don't know all the little nooks and crannies. Like, I just found 3rd and 3rd. Not too long ago. It's like 3rd Street and 3rd Avenue. That's a cool little place. Not even a sign out front showing you what it is. So I'm just now really getting to the level where I'm knowing all the nooks and crannies inside Del Rey. Didn't know sailing, going to go there. But I think people tried to make a point. It got over 500 votes. So I don't know if Sail In got involved. It doesn't look like I have enough people to even get a campaign together. But whoever it was, they slammed the voting and it finished number 1. But Joey's just saying, look, Sail In, sorry. That does not deserve to be number 1, and the whole list is shit now because of it.
Well, I've asked, write in, call us, explain why Sail In is so amazing, why there's such passion, other than the fact that you guys know each other.
I think it's nostalgia. I think that's probably it. Just saying, it's just there because there is that. The one thing I do notice in Florida, I'm a transplant. Transplants versus natives, and it doesn't matter how long you've been here. Like, I'm 21 years in, but I'm still like a newbie. They're
Go
like,
back, Ohio.
They're like, all right, Buckeye.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't try to pass yourself off like a Florida guy. So I think that's part of it too. There's that membership club.
There is really something. If you like to drink, there's something fun about a dive bar.
And I love them.
With the right crowd, with the right people. Now, if you go with shitty people, it's going to be awful. But if you bring a crew and you have a good time, that's really a fun. We used to do that at that Foster's place with the karaoke.
Yeah.
The one off North Lake Boulevard and Palm Beach Gardens / Lake Park. Shitty ass bar.
Yeah.
Greatest times ever.
I typically prefer a smaller, dark bar. The best times ever.
I mean, the Moose Lodge, I talk about that. That's nothing special. And it was the most fun I've had. Probably in the last 10 years, one of the most funnest nights I had was at the fucking Moose Lodge.
I have so many great memories of, because I'm a day drinker. So I love finding those kind of dive bars because they're so dark. And you go in there and you drink heavily.
Yes.
And then when you open the door, especially like in it's July or August, and it's like, and the humidity hits you and it's so bright. And you're just like going, yes. I just love the feeling of leaving a good, really dark, shitty dive bar half hammered in the afternoon when it's so hot outside.
It's so hot and
It's
bright.
fun.
It's
Yes.
almost like God saying, no.
It smacks you in the face, but there's something I love about it.
I feel like it's God trying to tell you no.
It is. Yeah, it is, but I don't listen. I love it. It's a great vibe. So, yeah, hopefully not this weekend. Got too much stuff with spring training and Honda Classic, but maybe next weekend we'll get there.
Do we have KVJ obligations for the Honda Classic?
No.
We don't.
No.
Do I have tickets for that or no?
I don't know.
So if you don't know, that means definitely not.
Like I said, I've been asking for it for myself and saying, hey, what can we do to get the hookup? and all
Okay,
that.
so I'm not obligated to be out there.
No, you don't have to go at all.
I mean,
You're good.
I want to. I was just wondering
Yeah.
what the.
Yeah, no, you
protocol was.
got nothing at all.
Huh.
You're good, man.
All right, I mean, I kind of wanted to go. Now
Okay.
that I'm not supposed to
Yeah,
go.
now you're not supposed to. Now
I
you
wanna
want to go. Yeah. I don't.
Every time I go out there, I have so much fun.
It's a great time.
I don't know what it is about that event, but
Well, it's beautiful. This is the pristine time of year for weather. It is when it's just perfect. It's clear. It's cool. It's going to be gorgeous. Everybody wants to go and be there. There's an energy about it. You're outside. It's beautiful. You're day drinking. It's just, and you got a pass too.
I just
it's
feel
fun.
like so many people, including myself,
Yeah.
get, extraordinarily hammered
They
out
do.
there.
They go for it. Yeah, because I think, there's so much alcohol in front of you and there's not really a lot to do. You're really just there to drink. And there's, the golf fans, but they're not. And if you're in the Bear Trap Saturday, later afternoon, 4 or 5 p.m., like you cannot move, and there are some radically drunk people in there.
I was one of them. They told
Yeah.
me at least 5 times that I had to be quiet because there was golf going on. And I go,
Yeah.
oh shit, I'm sorry, that's right, there's golf?
Yeah, they can't quiet the crowd down. And a lot of the people on the tour, a lot of the golfers hate. They're just like, because they're working, and they're like, gosh, they are so, it's the second loudest, most raucous tour on the entire PGA tour.
I think golfers need to get over themselves and they should allow crowds to cheer and chant and say all kind of crazy shit. All this quiet stuff because you're putting. Fuck that. I want an arena in there. Make
You
it
do.
Happy Gilmore style.
Yeah.
All this bullshit of the silence.
Yeah.
That's not fun. Golfers, they need to be able to putt while there's an arena going on with some noise. Can I get a fucking amen on that?
They might have to, because I know a lot of places try to change that up because you make so much money on the booze and more people want to be a part of a party. But yeah, golf has always been, because of the concentration and the mental aspect of golf, I'm sure a golfer would argue that it is the most mentally grueling
Get
sport that there is.
the shit out of here. There's
It
every
requires more precision and is more exact.
bullshit. And I think that if you can putt with an arena screaming at you, then you've got the goods.
Well, it's
baby.
driving and things like that.
Well-
Like you hit into you have one bad hole and pew.
These traditions. I can't wait to get the golf hate emails.
Yeah. So it just depends. I'm not a diehard golfer. I don't really know. To me, I would love it if they would do that.
Look, I'm a baseball man. People would say the worst shit to you while you're trying to hit,
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are throwing balls 100 miles an hour at you.
Yeah.
They're talking about, oh, we need concentration for putting. Get out of here.
Yeah. Jen said, is the Honda Classic fun even if you hate golf? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's social. You don't even really pay attention to the golf. It's like you go out. The thing that's fun about it's like a pageant too, because and I would say polo is like this as well. When I discovered polo about maybe 10 years ago, I'm like, oh, what the heck? This is crazy. It's a pageant. I know nothing about polo, but you go out there, you get dressed up. I know my wife and a lot of her friends, they love it because they get their cute outfits on, and that's what it is. It's a day where the weather is nice. you have cute outfits, there's good food, there's good beverage, and it's all social, and that's what it is.
I would say
Both of those.
if you love golf, it's going to be awesome. I think if you're also single looking to get laid,
Yeah.
it is awful. And I think if you bring out a group of people that you enjoy being around, it's awesome. But if you are just going out there, let's say you're married and you're going out there and you don't like golf and you're going out there with your friends, I don't know if you're going to love it.
Yeah, if you're going out there with a group that is really into golf and you're not, and they're going to seriously follow and walk behind a golfer, and some people do, especially if it's not like you're going to be like, okay, this is so boring, I don't like
But
that.
if you don't really like golf and you're not really looking to get laid
Yeah.
and you're not, I don't know if it's going to, it's going to be basically like you're watching golf.
Well, and I'll tell you as well, it's all about the bear trap. Or getting into one of the other tents in the VIP. That's really where the fun party stuff is at, and it's $100 to get in the bear trap. So that
$100?
it's $100,
and that comes with no bear claws,
that's
no
not
drinks.
That's not buying the drinks.
Shit.
Yeah, so that's what gets you. Now the iBar is fun, but I don't know that you don't have to have a ticket to get in for that. So you could go to the iBar and join the party there.
That one's fun.
At PGA National, that's at the clubhouse.
That's the common man area.
Yeah, you
in
could do that
PGA.
without buying the tickets. But yeah, I think even just going into, the PGA itself, into going into the Honda Classic without having the bear trap's really where the party's at, or one of the other. In fact, that's really where the party's at anyway. I've been in some of the other tents, but they're pretty quiet, and it's like business crowd and all that kind of stuff. It's not as crazy. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Kev, tell us how much those mimosas cost last year. Yeah, I will warn you on that, because I did not. It was very nice where I knew the guy that ran the mimosa tent. I did get the first round. I'm like, that's great. And so the guy came up, hey, would you like another round? Yeah, cool. Had to pay for that one. And the mimosas, I think, were $30 each.
Shit, that don't even get you a buzz. It's so much
No.
OJ.
It was, it was like a pomegranate, I think is what we did. Yeah, I liked it. It was delicious, but yeah, I think it was $30. I think it was $60 that I paid, and I still had that free first round that lovely gentleman hooked me up with, and I still was like, I got no buzz. I'm just,
Look, I grew up in Lake Park. I'm a Flask man.
It's tough. That's why, for me, these kind of events, and that's why I try to navigate them for you, because, look, I get it. I'm on a budget, too. That's what's tricky about them is when you go to some of these things, it's fun. It's fun to people watch. You're like, hey, I feel fancy. I like it. But the problem is, man, with the prices, they can kick you in the nuts so fast. And it's like, at that point, it stops being fun really quick when you've just dropped $60 for 2 mimosas.
Well, I mean, mimosas, to me, that's such a bullshit drink.
Yeah.
I like to get
I know. I hear you.
I like to get it going.
Yeah.
If I'm paying money.
I hear you. So I'll try to let you know, because I always learn party stuff the hard way. That is one thing. Yeah, they're good, but just do when you go in there. And I think it's might be the Veuve Clicquot tent. They've got a tent just for that, which is all champagne and stuff like that. Do look at the prices before you get them.
You a champagne guy? I'm not a big fan of champagne.
No, it doesn't. It does. I mean, I like it. It's okay, but I don't do it a lot. It's got a lot of sugar and stuff like that, so it's rare I drink it.
It's kind of like liquid lava. It can.
Yeah,
you ever drink it and it comes through your nose?
It's the carbonation on it.
1 out of 4 times I drink champagne, it's coming out my nostrils.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't had problems with it coming out of my nostrils. I'm good on that.
Maybe I got small. I don't know. I got small nostrils, big throat.
Maybe you just got a drinking problem. It's just kicking itself back up through your nose. I don't know what's going on.
All of the above, Your Honor.
Yeah. Alan said it's $145 for the bear trap tickets. It might be. Yeah, I don't know. I tried, and that'll be interesting. I got to look into that, because I always just get what I get, and I never know what I'm going to get ticket-wise, and I don't have anything right now for Bear Trap or any of those other ones yet that are guaranteed. So.
Well, shit, I was thinking the whole time we're going there as KVJ this weekend.
No,
Well, all right.
You're good. Yeah, you do whatever you want to do. Yeah, somebody said my friends are playing Saturday at the Honda Classic Saturday afternoon. If you're there, check out Alex and Mark from the Connected Band. That's cool. They do have that is right. Other than just, there is a tent, there is a party deck tent, and they got bands playing live, and they got a nice bar there. A lot of people do go there. You don't have to pay the $145 to get in there. That is a good note. So yeah, so they're playing at that tent. Pretty much when you first walk in, It's kind of like where the Veuve Clicquot is. So, yeah, you don't necessarily have to do the bear trap. And if it's $145, I'm like, oof. Gosh, I mean, that's $300 before you've even bought a drink.
I mean, with that, you should get at least a free glass of champagne.
Yeah, no, nothing. Nothing.
People are so annoyed with the way I'm saying champagne.
Oh, they are.
They think that's what I think it's called.
Dummy. Let me see here. Got a question for you on music. Do you like the Fruit Bats? Heard you talk about bands of horses quite a bit. I love them as well. Jason thinks they have an old school sound, but as he heard the Fruit Bats, they're folky, indie, and I think they also have that older sound for a newer band.
I am writing it down in my notes today.
I've heard of them. I don't know.
Fruit Bats, you say?
Fruit Bats, yeah, I've heard of them.
There's no way I'm not listening to that, because I'm definitely looking for new music right now.
Okay.
If it's like Band of Horses, I am in.
Yeah.
Thank you, my friend.
Yeah, and check out No One's Gonna Love You Like I Do, Band of Horses, if you've never heard that song.
Oh, my gosh. Such a good song.
Yeah, that's one of those songs that, we do that every now and then. Songs that, because they're not going to get radio play, but you should know. And sometimes you don't know them until maybe you're watching a movie one day and they've used that song, like, why they haven't used that song in a movie yet, or at least
I think they
should have.
But
because it's an unbelievable song.
Even with that said, Nobody's Gonna Love You Like I Do. That, in my opinion, is the best song written in the last 10 years. Just as far as melody, words, sound, everything about that song by Band of Horses, that's my favorite song in the last 10 years.
It's pretty unreal.
That's an unreal song.
If I took a gamble, I'd be like, yeah, try that song out.
Well, because, too, it's such a great love song, too. You can hear the desperation in his voice. It's just so fucking good.
Yeah.
I would love to see them live. They never come down here. They don't get much publicity, unfortunately, Band of Horses.
No. A lot of, like I said before, a lot of alternative bands don't. They hang in hipster cities like Chicago and San Fran and stuff like that.
It sucks, because I guarantee you 90% of the people that listen to us have no idea who Band of Horses is.
Probably not. No. But, it's there are other pockets of the country. It's just hipster stuff's not big here. But if you go to San Francisco, their mainstream pop is alternative.
So you think if I'm in San Fran and I'm listening to the radio, I'd probably hear Band of Horses?
I would say it's probably the capital of indie music.
Okay.
Yeah,
well, that's cool.
I mean, I know Seattle was kind of like had the grunge thing. I would say that, yeah, when you go there, everything was, when I was in California, everything was alternative.
I'm glad that at least has a place.
Yeah.
That someone will play it.
Yeah, I think San Francisco, at least when I was there, they had 2 massive alternative stations at the same time. They're the biggest stations. I think they might have had 3. So, typically in most cities you have that many top 40 or AC. Yeah, like AC here is the monster one, adult contemporary stuff, your Sunnies and all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, you go to San Fran and alternatives, that kind of music. Let me see here. We got Amy saying, I heard about Jaybird's dog poo problem and wanted to vent also. My kid's bus stop at the entrance of our community is always covered in dog poo. I've seen kids playing before the bus comes up almost daily. At least one steps in poo. Why, oh, why would someone not be responsible enough to pick up your poo, especially at a bus stop? I own a 50-pound dog, and I walk her daily in our area, but always clean up after her. I feel like getting signs to put there that say, no pooing.
Yeah, yesterday, it was like 5:30, and this family was walking, and I start filming them because I'm trying to get, all these dogs, and I thought I recognized them. I thought they were a family that does not pick up their poop, and the dad spotted me filming them, and it was awful and awkward, and I thought for a second he was about to knock on my door.
Come over and try to kick your ass?
Well, he started pointing to the window, and then his wife or his girl looked over. Then the whole family's looking over into my window, so I'm now hiding behind my curtain trying to not film him.
Yeah, they're doing your shaming videos.
Oh, I know, and I totally got busted.
Yeah, now the whole neighborhood's going to turn on you. They don't want to be shamed.
If I can actually get this video out, the neighborhood is going to turn on me.
Yeah, you're going to be a marked man.
I'm almost out of there, hopefully.
Sometimes, when you're fighting for a cause, Jaybird, that's just the way it goes.
Look, I want to be the Aaron Brockovich of Sandalwood.
Yeah.
Fuck. Should have said that.
That's where you live.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right. Fuck.
That's your neighborhood.
Yeah.
I think we all knew that.
Did we?
Yeah, I did.
Well, because you... Fuck it. Jason Pennington, the easiest man to murder.
Here's a suggestion from Lindsay. Hey, KVJ, how about trying to go viral while teaching Canada about sex education? You're always talking about all these challenges on TikTok. See if you can get a hashtag sex education challenge going viral and have listeners submit 30 to 60-second TikTok-style videos explaining sex in the most elaborate, funny, interesting way. Just an idea to get you guys going viral. Yeah. Might be an interesting thing to do.
We tried to do that where me and Denny's were going to teach the birds and the bees for kids.
Yeah.
We didn't get too many. The submissions we got, all the kids are like 15 or 16. We're like, guys, they definitely know about the birds and the bees.
Yeah, oh, that's right. You were going to do, I remember we did that thing.
We just didn't get enough feedback,
Yeah.
enough reaction on that.
Yeah, we did kind of try that before. But who knows? TikTok's a new platform. It's a new day.
Yeah, are we going to get on TikTok?
I don't know. I'm still not fully convinced yet. It's still mainly a teenage platform, and it's still a majority of it is dance videos. I mean, there's other things that are on there, but I would say that 3 out of every 4 videos is just a quick little dance thing. I don't know if it plays into necessarily what we do. But yeah, maybe a day will happen. I don't think today's the day, but I could be convinced. I do see this, though, with these TikTok stars. You know, my wife's always showing they got a TikTok house where they take these little TikTok influencers and they're making tons of money. Saw the video the other day where the top TikTok stars making $11 million a year. And they say TikTok stars earn as much as $200,000 per 60-second post. Experts say they could charge major brands as much as $1 million next year. That's crazy.
It's annoying.
Yeah, so they get for every sponsor they get $1 million. They get 20 sponsors, they're going to make $20 million a year. And a lot of them are just 15, 16, 17. A 17-year-old singer in Pennsylvania has 38 million followers, can charge nearly $200,000 per post. Wow.
Yeah, when the youth makes way more than you, it's enough to fucking drive you mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It makes a man drink.
Yeah. Researchers say teaming up with the right company could see this one girl who is a TikTok star. She's on her way to 194 million followers. She could maybe do about $1 million a post. So how about that? A post. $1 million a post. That's Kardashian level.
That one YouTube star, is it Lindsay Singh?
I don't know.
She got a late night talk show because she was such a major YouTube star, but her demographic was kind of like teens and young teenagers. They put her on late nights, and it's not doing so well. She's trying to do adult content, so they are taking YouTube stars and now putting them in that kind of platform to see how they do. And It's weird to see they nail it in YouTube, and they're not so much nailing it in the the network world.
Yeah, that's just it. I think you're going to start seeing platform-specific stars because some people play well in that groove. And that's why, with TikTok for me, I'm like, just what we do we play well in that space? And, I think we play fine on Facebook. I think we play well on Instagram, a little bit in Twitter. But, yeah, would KVJ work in that space? And I'm not convinced yet that we would.
Gosh, my Twitter game is so fucking weak. I have been stuck at 12.1 followers.
I know.
I'm not kidding you. For I think 7 years now.
I know.
I have not moved the needle at all on Twitter. I think there's too many. I think I'm on too many forums, man.
It's tough. You got to be very active. Twitter's one of those things where the people who do well, because I follow a lot of people. I spend a lot of time reading Twitter, not posting on Twitter, and the people that I read that seem to be doing well, they're always like every 10 minutes they're putting out another thought. It's more communication of like, hey, here's a thought I have. And here's another thought I have. That's pretty much what Twitter is.
I also feel like Twitter's kind of like the mic drop forum where fuck you and fuck that and bam, bam, bam and fuck it. Mic drop. I feel
a lot of people want to feel real smart about themselves.
Okay, so if one wanted to get their Twitter followers up, what would be your advice?
Get on there and just start, have stuff that cuts through, interesting thoughts, perspective points, something that's interesting, engage with people that have a lot of followers. Like if you get a little Twitter battle going with somebody or, a conversation with somebody that is of a bigger stat. Yeah.
Pick a fight with the biggest prisoner in the yard.
It could be, but the thing is that's getting kind of old. So a lot of times you'll have people that just come off as trolls. Like be thought-provoking. Like to me, what gets me is when somebody comes out, they're not just being an asshole. they're actually bringing up a really good point and they're saying, hey, and then you'll read that conversation going back and forth where the person might engage them if they've hit close to home.
Okay.
If you just sound like an asshole, it's like going, I can mute you and there's a ton of trolls. But when you say something, it's like going, yeah, what do you got to say about that?
I like
and
this.
you've got to kind of address it.
Okay, so Twitter will be my thought-provoking stuff.
Yeah, if you've got a statement.
French bread pizza or regular pizza?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, if you've got a statement to make,
doesn't cut through,
or if you got like a news thing, like I do the Kevin's other show that I still have any sports thoughts I have, I put up with that. I'm holding on to that. Not that I'm going for followers or anything like that, but I put up when I went to the game the other day. I'm like going, hey, look, still no Altuve, Bregman, or Correa in the lineup. So that was the first thing I noticed, and I tweeted that out.
What's your Twitter handle or handle?
On the sports thing, it's Kevin's other show. That's what I do on that.
And you still are active with that?
Not very.
See, I saw you tweeting stuff out on your Kevin Ralston one.
Yeah,
What's
I
the
will
address
on that.
for that?
That is just Kevin Ralston, ROL.
At Kevin Ralston?
Yeah, at Kevin Ralston.
I'm at Jason Bigfoot. Let's get some fucking people. Let's get a war going.
You know, actually, one that I threw up the other day. Just this kind of stuff. Just throw shit out there. Thought: is Maroon 5 the new Nickelback? So I did a web poll on that. What do you think?
Thought-provoking.
Yes or no? And you could debate it. And
Okay.
it was close because I thought it'd be interesting. I wanted to see what people would say. 53% said yes. 47% said no. And one comment was like, people actually like Maroon 5. Nickelback wasn't liked at all.
That's bullshit. People absolutely love Nickelback. Some people hate them.
Yeah.
They have fans for whatever reason. It got in the media cycle.
Yeah.
They were the butt of the joke. Something happened.
Right. How did that happen? And why is Maroon 5 not necessarily that? Is it because people were talking about Chad Kroeger, the lead singer of Nickelback, being so ugly and
that's messed
Adam
up.
Levine's not? And it is messed up. But I'm just trying to dial into why that happened.
Because imagine if you are, I get that the guy's got money and he's been successful, but you're still a human. I've seen so many comments and forums about how homely he is, according to them.
I don't think he's a bad-looking guy at all.
I don't either. And if you don't think that fucks with a person's mindset, I don't care how confident you are.
I know.
If you've got a percentage of people constantly saying how ugly you are and how terrible you are, that's going to make you fucked up.
Yeah. So I was just kind of curious because to me, the reason why Nickelback got the way Nickelback was, for the most part, was they just had songs that were getting burned out on the radio to no fault of their own, but they were getting overplayed. People are going, oh my gosh, not Nick. So the hate started happening. It's really blame radio, not Nickelback. But I think Maroon 5 is a lot like that too. And so that's why I asked, and that's the results I got on my very unscientific little Twitter poll. Is Maroon 5 the new Nickelback? 53% said yes, but it's really close. A lot of people think no.
So Melissa said, I heard it was because the lead singer was a jerk, and I'm going to go ahead and thank you for that comment if you have heard that, but that doesn't really make sense because there's so many lead singers that are jerks.
I've never seen anything but him being awesome.
Me too, but let's just say he wasn't awesome. He was a prick. There's so many pricks out there.
So I've never even heard that about Chad Kroeger. In fact, I've always heard the opposite. He's a really cool dude. It's like going, there are a lot of people that may deserve this.
You know what
they
it might,
don't.
You know what it might be too? They were one of the last bands that kind of had that whole fuck yeah.
And somebody made up a good point too, brought up a good point in the chat room saying, they were right on the heels of Creed. And so it was that kind of style was becoming laughable in the late 90s, early 2000s, where it was like going,
everyone did. Well, it started with Pearl Jam.
Pearl Jam started, and then you had Fur, and then you had Creed for the derp, and then
I can't
look at this photograph. Yeah, so that might have been kind of they were just at the tail end of the stuff, so people were just wanting to hate on. So they got, the angst from Creed and everything else.
I will say the her is...
People are sugar that star, yeah.
It's not my favorite. The her's all her is not my favorite.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I like Hootie. I feel like they were kind of in that.
A little bit. Had a little bit of that style. They're in that same era.
I think we've talked about Hootie twice in the last week. I'm kind of happy about that.
Well, why was that?
He's coming to Sunfest.
He's coming to Sunfest, and he just played the Buckeye Cruise that I almost went on. So yeah, he's been very active.
So on the Buckeye cruise, was there another 3 scandals that went on? Every time
I know they got a
anything
lot
with the fucking Buckeyes,
Yeah.
they can't keep their nose clean, man.
Nah.
Ever in any time period ever.
No, it's tough. Yeah, it's a big school. And there's a lot of people hate them, so they're going to point that out. But yeah, they had 2 guys who just got indicted on rape charges that were players that they kicked right off the team. But yeah, it's the way it goes, man. It's the way it goes. Got the microscope on them.
Would you count Counting Crows? Because Ariel in the chat room, Counting Crows is my jam back in the day. Or were they kind of...
No, they didn't have that style. No.
I feel like... No. He was kind of more like this. He kind of had that voice.
Yeah, he didn't have that. Crash Test Dummies. Yeah. That is a terrible song. I didn't like that when it came out. And I'm like, why is this song popular? You ever have that where you're just like, why is this song popular?
Old Town Road.
Yeah.
For me personally,
right.
I didn't like it.
That was one of the Crash Test Dummies. And you listen to it now, you're going, how is this song ever popular? It's a terrible song. Yeah. Baffling. All right, let me see. Is there anything else to cover here today? Oh, there were some suggestions. We were talking earlier on the regular show. Loomster food is what Urban Dictionary gives the name of the one mutant French fry that's freakishly long in comparison to all the other fries in the bag. And I don't like that name, Loomster food. Like, what? It doesn't... Loomster food? How does that even... It doesn't make any sense. I didn't like it. Here are some of the other suggestions that were better. Somebody said for the super long fry, it could be fry ever instead of forever. It's a little better. Spudtacular.
I gotta tell you, fry ever, I think, is kind of poetry in motion, baby. I like
Fry
that.
ever.
That's pretty good.
But I think the one I like, Frankenfry. It shows an anomaly to it. Frankenfry kind of
What about
double F's.
What about Big FE? Big Fry Energy.
BFE.
Big Fry.
Not sure I'm loving that.
I'm not loving it either.
Yeah.
Denny's, can you edit that bullshit idea out? Kevin, you gave me a...
Double IPA, yeah. 8%er for your third one.
8 point something. My gosh.
Yeah, that's going to kick you in the dick.
Man, thank you so much. And thank you also for taking me home after the podcast.
Oh, you're welcome. I got you. Don't worry, brother. All right, y'all. We got one more day without Vicious V. She'll be traveling home tomorrow.
Tomorrow's going to be my greatest dirt of the day. I'm sorry, dirt of the J ever.
You might want to save that for Thursday when she comes back in if we're going to do a dirt off.
Oh, she'll be weak, tired.
Yeah.
Hungover.
I don't care. Just go ahead and do it.
And then she'll get mad.
Yeah, you don't want to, because if you fumble on Thursday and you blow it, you've been doing great. The last 2 days have been amazing. If you come in and you tank the first dirt on Thursday, I won't be able to give you another one because you'll be going, we're going to do this stupid thing again where, Bumble Dick tries to talk.
So Bumble Dick. If she says Bumble Dick, I'll be very hurt.
It'll be something like that.
But now, are we going to do it like a separate segment where we make it a
Yeah,
big...
probably.
All
But
right,
you'll
good.
get one shot. If you completely blow that one, then yeah, I can't do it again. She'll be going, this, all right.
That's okay.
Then
You know
she'll
what?
get mad.
No matter what happens, I'll always have this week, baby.
You have this week,
I'll
yeah.
always have this
So bring your best dirt on Thursday morning when we do the contest. But you'll have one more day on the dirt throne before Vicious V returns on Thursday. So we'll talk to you again tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems, ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.